benefit. And as far as the Denver Broncos go, Tyler, we have not covered the Broncos like at all. And it's like
probably a good thing.
It is, but like they just came off of a pretty impressive win, and not impressive, I'd say, but they beat the Jets, a team that I don't think we would have spent much time on that thinking if we were going like Jets and Broncos. Yeah. And here they are beating the Jets. And we've seen Courtland Sutton take an increased role here over the last 2 weeks. Bo Nix passed for 60 yards, and it was all to Courtland Sutton. They had negative yardage at one point. Like he had 7 completions for -7 yards at one point in the game. And you look at this running attack, like Tyler Batty was involved, and Javonte Williams, that after the injury, I just have so many questions with this Denver Broncos team. Do you find any value in any player on the Denver Broncos at all for the rest of the season?
I mean, 60 passing yards and 25 attempts like that. I get that they play the Jets, but oh my gosh,
that's terrible.
So and especially because like week 1 too, I want to say it was historically bad. It was 42 passing yards or 42 passing attempts with 138 yards. Like it's been brutal. But what I will say is like they're winning, which is nice to see that they're figuring out things to win. I think this defense is definitely legit. Like this defense has played pretty well here. They got some pieces on this defense, and so on the offense side of the ball, it just depends on like what happens with Javonte Williams. Like his role has not been consistent. They've had like 3 guys involved, but now you have Tyler Beatty, who he got
Beatty.
I forget how they said it. I don't. There's a specific way, but he got taken off on a stretcher in this game. Like I don't know exactly if he's going to miss any time or anything, but if it ends up being like, I just hope it's a 2 running back committee, because when you have these like 3 guys involved and they're playing, 40, 20%, it's a headache, and it's so difficult to try to predict what's going to happen. But Javonte Williams ended up playing like over 60% of the snaps, and he was the main guy here. So if that's the case going forward, I do think Javonte Williams has value, especially because Bo Nix isn't playing well, and this is a really tough matchup, but like he is also a rookie. You would think he gets a little bit better, a little bit more comfortable as the season progresses. Sean Payton's able to figure out how to efficiently use all these players to the best of capabilities and move the football. So I like a guy like Javonte, I would just continue to hold. I know, some people, we even talked about it, like it's getting rough out there. This was encouraging. So hopefully that continues. And then like the wide receiver, it's really just Courtland Sutton. Everybody else doesn't serve.
I'm selling the shit out of Javonte Williams. And I'm a big Javonte guy. I'm just being honest with you. Like, I'm a big Javonte guy. I was like, he'll be an RB2 this year. It's just ugly. He's playing
this is rough.
50 and 60% of the snaps every time, no matter who is there. Like Tyler Batty.
It was Audric Estime earlier.
Yeah, like it just makes no sense to me. Like, and he just hasn't performed. This is the first week we've seen him over 4 yards per carry. So I'm like, I don't think it's not even that he's not like good or bad. It's that this offense can't move the fucking ball. You got 60 yards passing in this game. For Bo Nix, like he hasn't really had a lot of strong efforts this season. You talk about games 138 yards, 216, and then 60 in 3 of the 4 games. And it's like you can't rely on a running back that A, doesn't score touchdowns, B, doesn't get a lot of work in the passing game, and then an offense that doesn't move the football. Mm-hmm. So I kind of view like this 16 carries as like, Javonte, you want an RB2? Like he had the work. No more Tyler Beatty. I don't know how to say his last name. I'm sorry for butchering it. But
would you rather have him or Najee?
Give me Najee.
Oof.
And I don't care. I'll take Najee with the workload over him, bro. Like I'm out on Javonte right now. The offense too, like, and then you think about it, Audric Estime is expected back next week. Like that's just bring even more into the fold. I'm completely out on Javonte Williams, man. Even like a Courtland Sutton to me, I think it's a sell high for Courtland Sutton if you have him. Because what's this offense look like? I mean, I know he's commanded a lot of the targets here over the last 2 weeks. This offense is just atrocious, but I want no parts of it.
Oh yeah, I mean, I would. I don't know who would take Courtland Sutton though. Maybe somebody would. I would definitely be selling.
He had a touchdown.
He's somebody that you would definitely pair up and just like a piece on top, a little cherry on top to get the deal done. But yeah,
that 0-4 team, because you probably have both these guys, send Courtland Sutton and CMC together and see what you can get.
There you go. Yeah, it's the Broncos offense just it looks rough. It looks rough. I wouldn't want any piece of this offense right now.
So let
Definitely
me
not.
ask you this, because I came in a little bit hard on him. Like, I don't want Javonte. Josh Reynolds was a player, like I'm completely out on him now. Like, I thought he was pickup worthy, flex worthy, maybe. It looked like he was like our early on. Then we saw CMC. Any chance that Bo Nix gets better as the season goes on? This offense gets better, and maybe we're being a little too hard on him early on. You think that's a possibility, or you think this team's going to be asked for the rest of the year?
I think I mean the hope is definitely it gets better. I think it can probably get a little bit better because there's encouraging signs. I mean, Bo Nix played, pretty well against the Tampa Bay, and Tampa Bay just blew out, Philadelphia. So I think that there's definitely hope. And this was a brutal matchup. Like the Jets are a really good defense.
And it was raining.
And it was raining in that game. It was it was awful. So, and they went in there and they won. And like, as long as you're winning, I mean, you're going to have a starting job. And people like the confidence in the coaching staff and like all the players, you don't see people pounding and all that kind of shit that just ruins a team that you see all the time. So, I would personally just hold on to Javonte because I don't even think that anybody wants Javonte Williams. Like, I don't know anybody that would be like, yeah, I'll take Javonte. Unless you had like maybe CMC, Isaiah Pacheco, and like another running back goes down. You're
Can't even
banking on
sell high
Carson
on a player,
Steele.
man.
Yeah, like I would just continue to just hold out hope when this offense gets better because I don't think anybody would want him.
Well, holding out hope, sometimes we draft players a little too early. And sometimes players don't give us what we're looking for early. So you have to hold out hope.